Adventurous kids, explore with education and learning what a wildlife is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovering Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West. Adventurous kids, learning and fun. Adventurous kids!
Today we're going to
tell you about nanotechnology. Imagine you are holding a tiny grain of sand in your hand. Now shrink that grain until it is 1 million times smaller. That's how small a nanometer is. A nanometer is 1 billionth of a meter. Nanotechnology is the science of working with things that are as small as a nanometer and even smaller. At this size, things start to behave in real strange ways. The rules that we see in our everyday world don't apply the same way at this super tiny scale. But what can this tiny science do? Let's find out.
nanotechnology is like magic, but it's all real science. Scientists use nanotechnology to make new materials, create faster computers, and even develop better medicines. Since nanotechnology works with particles that are too small to see, it's great for making things stronger, lighter, or even invisible. For example, some cars are being made with nanomaterials that make them stronger and safer, but they're also lighter, which helps the car go faster and use less gas.
Richard Feynman is widely recognized as a visionary in the field of nanotechnology. Having delivered his iconic lecture, "There's Plenty of Room at the Bottom," in 1959, this lecture explored the possibilities of manipulating individual atoms to build microscopic machines and devices, effectively laying out the groundwork for what would later be known as nanotechnology. Richard Feynman suggested it should be possible to build a motor that was 1/64th of an inch long and also create a page of a book that was 1/25,000th the size of a normal page.
The motor, built by William McLaren, was made a year later, and the book page was done in 1985. To read the book page, scientists needed a microscope many thousands of times more powerful than the ones you use in science class. A scanning electron microscope.
The scanning tunneling microscope, or STM, is crucial for nanotechnology because it allows scientists to see and manipulate individual atoms, enabling them to design and build nanoscale devices and materials. STM's ability to image surfaces at the atomic level and manipulate atoms is fundamental to nanotechnology's development.
One of the coolest things about nanotechnology is that it can be used to make medicine work better. Scientists are using tiny robots called nanobots to help doctors treat diseases. These little machines can zoom through your body and deliver medicine exactly where it's needed, which helps people feel better faster. Imagine a tiny robot fixing a broken part inside your body. Sounds like something from a science fiction movie, right? Well, it's closer to reality, I think.
Nanotechnology also helps make electronics like cell phones and computers faster and smaller instead of having big, bulky computers. Scientists have made ways to shrink them down, making powerful laptops and phones that fit right into your pocket. And it doesn't stop there. Nanotechnology can also help clean up pollution. Tiny particles are being created to remove dangerous chemicals from the water and air, helping to protect our planet.
Even though nanotechnology sounds like it's from the future, it's happening now. Scientists are discovering more every day about what we can do with these super tiny tools. And who knows, maybe you can grow up to be a scientist who helps make the world even better with nanotechnology.
So, next time you hear someone talk about nanotechnology, just remember it's the science of working with things that are so tiny we can't even see them, but they have the power to change the world in big ways. Thank you for watching
This Adventurous Kids episode.
Yeehaw!
Blessed be.
What did you learn today? Adventurous kids. Adventurous kids. What was the most interesting fact? Adventurous kids. Adventurous kids. Adventurous kids.